Welcome back to Askewed Reviews. By the way, if ever you want to see a movie get reviewed, feel free to add your suggestions down in the comments. As for today, we are doing the 2016 dramedy, The Fundamentals of Caring. As for our trivia question for today, why does Trevor always ask everyone to pick a number between 1 and 3,500? The answer will be at the end of this video. This movie is based off the book The Revised Fundamentals of Caregiving by Jonathan Evison. The vast majority of this movie is a road trip comedy where eventually four people grouped together are trying to get to the deepest pit in the world. You have Trevor, played by Craig Roberts, who is dealing with Duchenne muscular dystrophy and has almost never been out of his own home. There's Ben, who is played by Paul Rudd, who happens to be Trevor's caregiver and is dealing with a dark tragedy and also a divorce. Dot, who is played by Selena Gomez, is a runaway from home that is trying to get away from her family. And finally, there's Peaches, who is played by Megan Ferguson, who happens to be quite late into her pregnancy, and her husband has been pulled back into active duty with the military. The acting in this movie is incredible. I love the relationships. Trevor and Ben have such a good one, and the sequence with the Slim Jim in the car made me almost die from laughter. And you definitely can't leave out the relationship between Dot and Trevor. It is so believable, in my opinion, and I love their back and forth that they have. Also, speaking of actors, Bobby Cannavale, who appears in this movie as Cash at the end, also appeared with Paul Rudd in Ant-Man the year prior to this film. While researching this film, the only possible casting choice I found was that Timothée Chalamet did try out for the role of Trevor. The vehicle used in this movie is the Mobility Ventures MV1, which is actually the first and only vehicle that is built from the ground up to be wheelchair accessible. The wheelchairs in this movie were supplied by Per Mobile, and two of them had to be used throughout the filming due to the extensive use. While looking into trivia for this movie, I couldn't find out whether or not the Aloha method was actually true or if it was just created for this movie. The Fundamentals of Caring only took 26 days to film, but I really do think this is an amazing movie. The acting is phenomenal, the story is great, there's a lot of depth in this plot. So I'm actually going to give this movie a 5 out of 5. As for the trivia question from the beginning of this video, why does Trevor always ask everyone to pick a number between 1 and 3,500? If you didn't notice, there is actually an answer as to where this question comes from. There's a point at the end where Cash asks Ben how rare is the disease that Trevor is dealing with. Ben mentions that it's 1 out of every 3,500 males. So it's actually Trevor quoting the statistics when he asks this question. Thank you for watching this episode. Please do check out our other Askewed reviews. And as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe.